Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/cheating stories, where OP can't believe the audacity of his cheating ex. Let's begin. How can people act like this? Posted by Reddit user Important Ad.
Me and my ex just had a messy last 2 months that ended in a gut-wrenching breakup. Though I met an amazing person, cute, a bit shy, seemed stable. We both worked at the same place, fairly big company. 4 months into the relationship, she said she felt stressed and that she's repeating old patterns and therefore sought therapy for attachment issues.
By the end of this, you are going to be crying like a little bitch.
I supported her best I could, and most of the summit felt like a very loving relationship. No bad fights, etc. Then she told me she kissed another colleague, married, kids, while we didn't see each other for a couple of weeks. I felt something was wrong and I pressured her. Turned out they slept together at a job party. Just 3 months into our relationship. They continued sneaking away at work, talking about life, their relationships, etc. for 8 months. My ex said that he triggered her. She felt she had to impress him, that she was drawn to his darkness and lack of boundaries.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
But also, that he was just a distraction and backup in case we broke up. That he has a really bad influence on her and she wants him removed from her life. I completely broke down, didn't sleep, didn't eat.
Wow, like a bitch.
And that's what Frieza said.
She begged for another chance. Not thinking straight, I gave it to her. She assured me she would cut him off. First month felt surprisingly good, but then he just kept contacting her, and she couldn't resist apparently and kept lying about it. The last month she was very inconsistent, wanting to go on holiday one day, panicked the day after, etc. Last time we spoke she told me she dreamt of us moving in together. She's been looking for apartments. The day before, she said she felt like an idiot flipping back and forth. She wanted closeness but was really frightened by it and hated that she felt like this. Then I asked, but how can I trust you? It's not my responsibility to solve this. She did a complete 180 and broke up, saying she didn't have the will or the self-discipline to stop talking to him, but that she wanted to continue to sleep with me once a month. I just laughed it off, so absurd. I gave her one chance. She fucked up badly, and I know I'm better off without her. Of course I realize that, but my mind is still fucked up. I love her despite this. Wondering if normal people can behave like this when in love with somebody else, if they're meant to be together, or if something else is up. Was it all a lie, or did she love me in some way? Was she really this ambivalent, or does she know what she was doing? Is it manipulation, or is she confused and insecure? Can it be due to some personality disorder? On the surface, she's sweet and innocent, but apparently lacks some empathy. Anyone been through this and have some perspective to share?
OP, this is why you don't try to white knight broken people. Don't be Captain Save-A-Ho. You will always get the shitty end of the stick. She showed you who she truly is. Cheaters will always have some sort of bullshit trigger excuse to cheat on you. They're depressed, they're lonely, she was abused, she was forced into it, whatever. It's all lies anyways. What you need to do is get the hell away from her. Look man, you loved who you thought she was, not who she truly is. You need to move on. And now for today's second story. My best friend cheated on his girlfriend of 6 years 2 years ago. He is a notorious liar. What way do I tell her without approaching this wrong? Posted by Reddit user Dystopian Bats Race.
TLDR, my best friend of 7 years cheated on his girlfriend of 6 2 years ago. He's a liar, and I don't trust him to tell his girlfriend if I confront him about it to tell her. I don't have social or her number, plus she isolates herself from us 24/7 when not working when I'm over. My friend and I were drinking one night at a bar. We went to my car for a smoke and he just randomly blurts out that he cheated on his girlfriend. He was drunk because halfway through rambling on his story he said that he didn't know why he was telling me this, and then finished telling me how he sold weed to this one girl that went to our high school, and she couldn't afford the $30 sack. So she wanted him to front, but he said no, so she just hooked up with him. This isn't the first time he was caught cheating either. His last girlfriend broke up with him for asking girls for nudes. Then one of the girls that sent him some was going to tell his girlfriend because she figured out she was dating him. The girl extorted him for money, telling him she was going to tell her each week he didn't pay her in increasing amounts. Secondly, after breaking up with his girlfriend that he cheated on, and then simultaneously cheated with his ex-roommate's girlfriend while she still lived at the same house. It ended up getting messy when the boyfriend found out and started physically threatening to hurt him or kill himself because he loved this girl while she was cheating on him. She tried hiding the whole thing from her boyfriend for months, with my friend denying it the whole time it happened. She ended up convincing him she didn't even hook up with him when my friend was sending him screenshots of her laying in bed. Then they got caught red-handed months later, and it was drama with everyone still lying. I've been contemplating the long-term output and reward of staying in this friendship with him any longer. It's a bad look to be his friend with so many enemies he's created from his careless behaviors that don't resemble my character's morals. We don't align and have little in common that's likable. I don't even feel friendly around him, but alone. If I had a girl or girlfriend, I would never trust her around him, maybe not even introduce each other. It's not like he has done anything bad recently to me. He is a terrible boyfriend to her. When I'm around, they always fight. Never does it once look like they get along, and they're always separated. They've been in whole 2-year apartment leases together. One time when I asked her why they were together when fighting, she said she wanted to stay together because of their 2 dogs. She thinks she can fix him with his unmedicated ADHD problems that he uses as an excuse for his actions before, claiming that the medicines are too strong to never take them again because they make you become a different person, and that they do work. She works with ACAB children and is a teacher, so she treats him like a pet. Feeling bad for him when he gets in trouble. It's never his fault. My friend now lives in a house with his girlfriend that her family bought, and I am now his best friend after all these years. If these two were to get married, I would have to think about my friend cheating on her without him ever telling her. I know he would do it too without telling her, because I will see her post on her social media photos that are of post-it notes her boyfriend left on the mirror in their bathroom saying "I love you. Have a good day at work," and I just cringe. It's almost been 2 years, coming on next year in February. The only reason I didn't come out sooner is because our close friend and his friend died suddenly at 25 of a heart attack. 10 months after he told me he cheated, this happened and changed everything. Plus made him more emotionally and physically abusive toward her. I was once again in a situation like this in the past whenever one of my past friends other than him cheated on his girlfriend. And he told 2 of his friends, including me. 2 years later, I ended up being the one to tell the girl, and it broke them up. I got shot being the messenger in that instance, with them hating me for not telling her sooner, which pissed off her friends. I know I should probably tell the person right away if I feel guilty, but even sometimes I feel it's just not my business. I would rather take some time and hopefully the person gets caught so I don't have to deal with it, than ditching the situation. Not intentionally trying to be a home wrecker, I just respectfully feel bad. I know I don't know their whole relationship dynamic, but this is serial cheating. I've also been told in the past how I approached the situation was wrong by first telling the girl she was cheated on by her boyfriend, instead of confronting my friend about it, making him do it since he cheated on her. I just would have second thoughts about wondering if he really told her or not, because he is that big of a liar.
Gentlemen, I want you to listen to this comment exchange between OP and a few other Reddit users.
I say tell her. My friend had cheated on her girlfriend, and I told her that she should confess, and she refused for the dumbest reasons I've ever heard, and if I had a way to contact the girlfriend I would have definitely told her. I still wish I could. I just don't want her freaking out and causing drama thinking I'm the bad person. And he's been physically abusive to her in the past, and I've gotten in a drunken fistfight with him before. It's so hard to get her alone for more than 30 seconds because he follows you around. And also when you're around her, he won't let you be by her alone. She doesn't have any friends, and I feel really bad for her because he's isolated her all while loving her, being two-faced for years, cheating on her more than what I mentioned here also. He also needs to find a much better class of best friend. This one is a piece of shit, especially if he's also been abusive.
Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.